A meek hobbit from the Shire and 8 companions set out on a journey to destroy the powerful One Ring and save Middle-earth from the Dark Lord Sauron. Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review, and it's on the movie The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. This movie came out back in 2001. It also won 4 Oscars, got another 114 wins, and another 124 nominations. Yeah. I'm probably missing a few people, but I probably definitely am. But what I saw at the top of the list for the cast: Alan Howard, Noah Appleby, Sean Astin, Sarah Baker, Sean Bean, Kate Blanchett, Orlando Bloom, Billy Boyd, Martin Marton Sokas. Martin Sokas. Sorry, everyone. Megan Edwards, Michael Ellsworth, Mark Ferguson, Ian Holm, Christopher Lee, Lawrence McCall, Andy Serkis, Brent McKintill, Ian McKellen, Peter McKenzie, Sarah McLeod, John Rhys Davis, Viggo Mortensen, and Liv Tyler. I added the John Rhys Davis to this list because I knew that he was in this. I am a big fan of his. So, I know I did this movie way back in the day. I did a review on it on my original Char channel, but I want to have it all on one channel, one YouTube channel, and it's going to be this, and I'm not stopping this. Nope. So I gotta do another review on this. So basically, what to talk about? Nothing bad about this movie at all. At all. Yes, I did grow up with the books, and like many, I agree. The movies don't live up to the books. Books are way, way better. But don't get me wrong, these movies are masterpieces in their own right. In their own right. The story is right out of the book. If you're into fantasy stories, I suggest you try this. I suggest you try the books first, and then you watch the movies. This is The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. And to me personally, everything about this movie is just pure awesomeness. Pure awesomeness. From the soundtrack, I was paying attention, and I got a note on something afterwards. The soundtrack, the storyline, amazing. The graphics, amazing for its time. And a lot of movies have problems trying to keep up with the graphics that were in these Lord of the Rings movies. Oh yeah, they were having a lot of problems because they couldn't match what they did in these ones. And the cast, phenomenal job all around. All the actors were awesome. What actor would I pick out that went above and beyond? It's hard to say. To me personally, they're all on the same level. But if I had to choose, I would probably pick my most favorite actor in this movie, and that's John Rhys Davis. But that being said, they're all on the same level. Just pure awesomeness all around for the cast, for the acting. I give kudos to Peter Jackson for the direction of the acting. He did a great job with the direction. Yeah. So I covered everything. gotta go back to what I said before. Okay, I was gonna get back to that. The soundtrack. Now, basically, after I watched this movie, I wound up looking it up because one soundtrack uh, was in my head, was in my mind. I'm like, that sounds so familiar, and I know it's not from this. And when I looked it up, I'm like, yep, yep. So I wonder if Peter Jackson took from a TV show back from the 1990s because that soundtrack was in a TV show in the 1990s. What TV show am I talking about? Hercules, the legendary journey. The legendary journeys. I wonder if he took that soundtrack from that show. And he played it not once in this movie, not twice, not 3 times, 4 times, as I recall. And not to say that it was bad. I'm just, yep, recycled. And now I'm looking back, I'm like, yep, recycled. But not to say that the soundtrack is bad. The soundtrack is great. It's amazing. It's an amazing soundtrack. And I wouldn't blame him if he took it from the show for this movie because the soundtrack fit. It fit with the scenes. And I love that. I love it when the soundtrack fits the scenes and exactly what happened. Um, that being said, uh, a lot. I know I shouldn't be talking about the sequels yet because I normally like to talk about them when I get to them, like Return of the Two Towers, the Return of the King. Um, but I do have to mention something, and I know some people would say Return of the King. Other people would say the Two Towers. However, my most favorite out of the three is this one, the first one, the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, and it's due to a certain part in the story that happens, and it happens in this one. Not to bash on the other two movies. All three are just amazing, phenomenal, top-notch movies. And as I'm looking at IMDb right now, they're saying this one is at number 10. Number 10 of one of the most best movies of all time. Number 10. Top rated movies, number 10. So yeah. That being said, IMDb, I know IMDb, the rating system is based on users, and so some people love it, some people love movies, other people hate those type of movies. I do know a person that I work with at work, I won't say a name, but he told me he doesn't really care for this. He doesn't really care for the Lord of the Rings movies. He doesn't really care for Harry Potter movies. And to me personally, that's perfectly fine. To each to his or her own. It's always based on opinion, always, not not everybody is gonna love this movie. I understand that. I get that. But from my opinion, I grew up reading the books, and I find these movies, while it didn't do the books justice, but it's still they still did a phenomenal job putting these into movies. And I think it's the best that they could have done. The best that they could have done. So yeah, IMDb, with all the users combined, they give this movie overall an 8.8 out of 10. That's what it says. And to me personally, I'm pretty much right there with them. I love this movie so much. And again, I would like to give it a 10 out of 10, but I can't. I can't. To me personally, it is for a movie, it is pitch perfect, but it but nothing should be rated at a 10 out of 10 because even with the best movies, the pitch perfect movies, there's always room for improvement, and I still agree to that. So I give this movie a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10. So I want to thank you all for taking time to watch and listen. If you love this movie or didn't love this movie, you can let me know in the comment section down below. And let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I always love your comments, whether you love the movie or hated it. You can like this video if you like this review, and you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So thank you for taking time to watch, and join me for another movie review I intend to do soon. I am out.